Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We've been dealing with the Emperor and Orpheus for the past couple of episodes. I still think it would have been interesting if we had the option to side with Orpheus over the Emperor, but it seems that was not an option. So we ended up helping the Emperor trap Orpheus, and now we're ready to go back to the material plane and see how that changes things. Yeah, ready to leave the astral plane. Not surprisingly, Lae'zel has something to talk about.
Should mind my step.
I apologize for how that turned out, Lae'zel, but I was not given a choice.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Ghaik visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
Yep. Blood of the mother, who is he exactly? Mighty powerful prince if he can block out an Illithid hive mind. Very true. What makes Orpheus such a threat to Vlaakith? Obviously, her whole story is telling people that Orpheus is dead and that she was the true queen, the true heir. If Orpheus is found to still be alive, that proves to everyone she's been lying to them. And that would be a huge threat to her position. A dream figure is a mind flayer, isn't that more concerning? I'm not going to point that out since, you know, I took on the partial mind flayer aspect, which I'm glad didn't overly change me. You can see like some weird veins on my neck, and it looks like my eyes basically turned black. But overall, my appearance mostly remained. I've heard with non-Dragonborn, it's a lot worse. Including to the point where some people roll back their saves just so they don't have to deal with the appearance. Well, the mother, who is he exactly?
Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith.
Okay.
Long ago, when we rose up against our Ghaik slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen.
I'm confused. I thought Vlaakith was just immortal. Not that it was a title being passed down to different Vlaakiths. I thought she was just the singular Vlaakith who was the child of Gith. I can keep silent and let her continue to ask questions. I'm going to ask questions, I suppose. 157, that's a lot of Vlaakiths.
Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
Yeah. What happens now? Then Voss was right. Orpheus is the seed of Vlaakith's demise. Very true. So Voss was the one who claimed that he had killed Orpheus. Which means Voss knows that Orpheus is actually alive. But I guess at the time he must have been serving Vlaakith if he was trapping Orpheus. So what caused him to turn, at least now, sometime in the past, to now wanting to help Orpheus and turn against Vlaakith? Don't know. It's just one Githyanki. Is he really all that dangerous to Vlaakith? Of course he is. Just evidence that he exists, even if he himself wasn't powerful. the proof that Blacketh is lying would be a big blow to the Empire. What happens now?
We meet Voss in the city, and we obtain the key to freeing Orpheus from his prison. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
Sensible. That's what I was thinking. I'd like to talk about Orpheus. Have you thought about making use of the tadpole's power? Just toss it out there right now. Right after finding out that we are working for a mind flayer and that he's trapping Orpheus, then be like, hey, have you thought about, taking some of those tadpoles? No. The Emperor's astral touch tadpole promises exceptional power. Yes. Now's not the time. I'd like to talk more about Orpheus.
What about him?
Why is he called the Prince of the Comet?
The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards my people. Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign.
Yeah, it's interesting that she's making him out to be a Githyanki who was possessed by the mind flayers to turn against the Empire, when it seems he's in fact the only Githyanki who has his own immunity to the mind flayers. So he's the only one that couldn't be turned by the mind flayers. Why did Vlaakith keep Orpheus alive all those millennia ago? My assumption, well, they said so that she could have the opportunity to try and get the power from him. Which could be true, or it could be that she just didn't have the power to fully kill him, and so she bound him instead. Why keep him alive?
The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the Prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself?
Why would Vlaakith want Orpheus dead now, if he's so valuable alive? Good question.
A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves.
That also explains why Vlaakith would have attacked us, or I guess ordered our attack, regardless of how things played out with when we originally went in to slay the being in the relic, because she assumes we would have gone up to Orpheus, and so even if we escaped, the knowledge that we could have seen and recognized Orpheus and passed on that knowledge was a risk too high. So even if we had successfully killed Orpheus for her, she would have just had us killed anyway, just to make sure that we couldn't tell anyone Orpheus had been alive. I mean, these are such dumb questions. Who are the hostile Githyanki in the prison? We already know that they were his honor guard, but I'll ask it anyway.
Orpheus's honor guard, loyal to the end. Trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son.
she is very quick to turn her loyalty. As soon as she realized that Vlaakith had betrayed her, she's just like, okay, I'm done with Vlaakith. We are on our own. She meets this other Githyanki prince, knows very little about who he is, just stories. And lots of the stories she knows are twisted by Vlaakith, but she's immediately decided to pledge herself to the service of Orpheus without even having really met him, talked to him, learned what he stands for. He could end up being just as bad as Vlaakith. We don't know. On to other matters.
Well,
Nothing else. Anyone else? Shadowheart, do you have anything to say now that I'm a bit more tadpoled?
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
I assume they wanted it because, again, it's a weapon and a shield. Shar probably realized that the danger that was coming from the mind flayers, specifically because her paladin, Ketheric, betrayed her to deal with all of this, and so probably sent out various worshippers to collect the relic to hopefully protect her people from, at least her people that she cared about, if any, high-ranking members from the coming threat. I think that special tadpole the Emperor offered will increase our chances of success. Yes. Yeah, I will ask your thoughts on that.
More likely it would just put a stop to us. I wanted nothing to do with those illithid powers before. What makes you think I'd want to jump into an even deeper hole?
It's fair. It's fair.
Do you know what this entails? Well, of course you do. But I don't want that for myself.
Trust me, we need these powers, and you're going to love what you can do with them. Yeah, no. If your mind is set, I won't try to change it. I could change it. My persuasion's amazing. But no. You are free to make your own decisions. Probably everyone else in camp is going to have things to say. Was there anyone out here? Yes. Let's talk to these people before we go up top. A lot happened, so we'll get our dialogues with the party. Huh. This was Withers? No. No one over there. Starion. Hello.
Always makes my day better.
So, we owe our lack of tentacles to one of the very creatures that kidnapped us. At least my lack of tentacles. I'm not sure what's next for you.
Yeah, I want to discuss the Astral Touch Tadpole.
Don't look at me like that. I know what you're going to say. The answer is no. No.
He was so excited to take the tadpoles right away. He didn't want to be first, but he had zero hesitation taking those first tadpoles. No convincing needed. He wanted them. This time, though, he's like, I don't know about that. You've strayed a little bit farther than I'm comfortable with. Enter's mind, tempt him with the wonders of your newfound form. No, no, no. Unlike, Unlike you to be so unwilling to receive a new power. True. Why don't you want to use it? I wasn't going to ask you to use it. Why don't you want to?
I remember how it hurt when I turned into a vampire. My body writhed and warped while I was utterly helpless. The grip of death owned my heart as it beat its last. I don't want to turn into anything else. I can't do that again. I can't watch my body be taken over.
I mean, ultimately, you already have a Mind Flayer parasite in you. Which means you are already on your way to transforming. So it's like having another... Yeah, I've stepped a little bit farther down the path. But you're already on that path. Hopefully we get them removed from us. Maybe that's impossible for me at this point. I don't know. But it's like, you've already consumed multiple tadpoles, which you can't say hasn't had an effect on you. You're afraid what's a little pain. Alright, I'll speak no more on the matter. You're afraid.
I'll happily murder my way to whatever powerful artifacts we can make use of. Point at the back, and I'll stab. Just don't ask me to sacrifice my body. It hasn't been mine for so long.
Okay. Your illithid powers are the only reason you can stand up to Cazador. This will help you defeat him. It's a convincing argument. We need to use every advantage our infection has to offer. I'll drop the matter. Or you're right, you shouldn't compromise yourself. Like, there's no persuasion option. And so, even though I'm persuading him, I'm not using a dice roll. Or my amazing charisma to pull it off. These are just sound, logical arguments. But also, seems to have a pretty strong opinion, and I don't want to just bulldoze over that. Even though I think I could. So, I'll just drop the matter. If you don't want to use the new illithid powers, I'm definitely not going to force you.
Thank you.
That's what friends are for. So it looks like the rest of our companions are not here. The only ones around is our party of 4, which is odd.
What's in here?
And I suppose we are in the middle of our rest. So yeah, I can't even leave the camp still. I have to go to bed. So let's do so, I suppose. Finish our nightly rest, because it was interrupted. With the bodies just lying around. Yikes. Whoa, Shadowheart. Your hair is white. And the rest of the party showed up again. I guess they were all scouting or something. Hello.
Be honest. What do you think of the new look?
It's definitely different. What inspired the change? Well, probably that all the Selûne worshippers we've seen have white hair. Presumably all Shar worshippers have black hair? I don't know. What inspired the change? How did you manage it? If it helps put the past behind you, I'm all for it. I love it. Not for me, but who cares? Yeah, what color should I dye my hair? Says the Dragonborn. What inspired the change?
I thought I knew who I was. But I was wrong. I do not belong to Shar. And I do not want to be adorned like one of her puppets any longer. The hair is just a gesture, true. But everything has a first step.
So are you willingly admitting that you are now a cleric of Selûne? Because it's sort of been a bit in doubt. How did you manage it? I assume she just got some dye.
An unexpected benefit of my training. Any novice knows how to source the right herbs and mixtures to alter one's hair. Typically reserved for disguises and subterfuge rather than self-discovery. But I don't live by Shah's rules any longer.
Did you see that smile? We don't get to see Shadowheart smile very often. Yeah. So does that mean all Selûne worshippers are dyeing their hair white and all Shah worshippers are dyeing their hair black? Or does it usually just naturally happen and you just have to dye it for whatever? I don't know. I'm going to just say I love it. I have no problem with it, and if it makes you happy, I'm all for it.
Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
Yeah, I don't think we need to go over any of that stuff yet. I suppose the rest of our team might have words about what we've gone through.
Love Shadowheart's new look. Softer, less severe. It suits her.
Yeah. I'm not gonna push this on probably most people. I thought Astarion would be for it because of how excited he was for the changes, but even he was against
Inconceivable.
the
that
new
we will
tadpole.
seek release from one tadpole, only for you to commune with another.
Yeah.
I chide you if my mind were not consumed by the sight of Orpheus within his domed prison. The Prince of the Comet lives, but make no mistake. I can see the change in you, feel the parasite worming its way through you even further. You have invited your own misery. I will not break our alliance for it, but I will not condone it.
That's fair. That is fair. Yeah, no, now's not the time. Right as she's telling us that we're an idiot for using the parasite, to immediately be like, have you thought about it though?
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while.
She is definitely smiling more, like happier. That is a sudden change. Alright, we'll go back down here again, talk to all these people. Hey, Karlach, you've got stuff to say.
Gods. A mind flayer's been getting their tentacles all over our dreams this whole time. I'm really not sure about putting any trust at all in this thing. It's already shown itself a liar. I've got my eyes on the Emperor, and Karlach doesn't blink.
Okay. Anything to say about Shadowheart's new look?
Gods, Shadowheart looks
Yep.
like a stack of gold. Never thought I could get so excited about someone's forehead, but here we are.
Seems to be the common topic that everyone has to talk about is the Emperor and then Shadowheart's look.
Shadowheart looks different. A change of diet, perhaps?
Yes. A change of diet. You got it. Yeah, those diets that suddenly dye your hair a completely different color.
There's no more radiant sight than that of someone who's learned to love themselves anew. Shadowed in name, but no longer in spirit. It suits her.
I'm curious if Shadowheart was even her original name. Or did she lose her original name when they took all of her memories? Like, is she going to meet her parents and they're going to be like, your name's not Shadowheart? We named you something else.
Oh, we have a new look for a new Shadowheart. Nice as it is, she still doesn't have the best hair in the camp.
who do you think has the best hair in the camp, Astarion? Yeah, so... because Shadowheart does not sound like a Selûnite name. So it seems unlikely that's what her parents would have named her.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Okay, so you guys have nothing further to say about
Looking
the
forward
current
to a bit of
situation.
rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
Okay. Then let's leave camp. I don't know where this actually ends up placing us, because our camp is in this watchtower that we got to when we headed towards Baldur's Gate. So when we leave camp, where are we? Presumably somewhere on the road to Baldur's Gate?
Where Gortash and Orin have established themselves and take their nether stones.
Yeah, kind of wish you were still the Dream Visitor and not the Emperor, if I'm honest.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt.
Alright, that's as far as we can go that way.
We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Yeah. I mean, they knew something about this relic in order to send you after it. And that information could prove useful. Huh. A camp here. With a nice healing potion. Yes, please. And a couple of backpacks. Just listening to the vague statements down there. Is that... No, that can't be Baldur's Gate already. Looks too small-timey. Oh, we've got Rogue's Morsels, which I think is an ingredient for healing potions, so I definitely want to grab those as I see them. We always need more healing potions.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Rivington.
Excuse me, I can't find my mum.
You know you shouldn't talk to strangers. Particularly someone that looks like me. Where did you last see her?
She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though.
Huh. She's probably dead, yeah. I'm not gonna say it. Let's go find a guard. Maybe they'll be able to help you.
Guards blow like petards. They don't help us.
Alright, I don't know where your mum is, but here, take a few coins. Astarion approved of that. Odd.
Thank you so much. I don't have anything, and you can't do anything without any coin. I'll pay you back when I find my mum.
I could talk to your animal. Which I think I shall. There's probably going to be a lot of things to talk to here, animal-wise.
I'm just a cat. But please, talk to Yenna.
I'm not going to hurt you, kitty.
I don't like talking.
Is Yenna mistreating you? May I pet you? Do you know what happened to Yenna's mother?
Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend her last life.
Yeah. Knew that she was sick and wasn't going to get better, so she wandered off to die alone. Unlikely. That's not the typical human behavior. Is Yenna mistreating you?
Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me.
Okay. May I pet you?
Please don't.
Alright, fine. It'd be nice to know when a cat wants you to pet it or not. Well, we can talk to a guard ourselves and find out if they know anything about Yenna's mother. Well, some people have names and some people are just refugees and citizens. So we'll probably want to talk to the people that actually have names. And I can't talk to these chickens.
As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Okay, they all have the same name, so this is a family.
We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all of my attention.
Also, to say that you told your son it's a holiday because you didn't want to tell him the truth you don't have a home, and you say that just directly in front of your son?
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
Yeah, good luck, kid.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Welcome to Rivington. South, Coast Way. North, Worms Crossing.
So yeah, this is a town outside of Baldur's Gate, Rivington. Is that... I know there's a small town we're supposed to find for the amulet. Is that Rivington? Open Hand Temple in Worms Crossing. No. So we need to go to Worms Crossing, which is to the north. We came from the south.
Welcome to Rivington. South, Coast Way. North, Worms Crossing.
Okay. So at some point we'll make our way north. Probably Baldur's Gate is that direction, and that's where we will find Worms Crossing. Hello, Flaming Fist.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction.
Why not?
It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened.
Steel Watch? Is that some sort of fancy new rank in the city watchman?
A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
I will do so, but you said I can't go that way. Is that you are recommending I don't go that way, or will I get in trouble if I try and go that way? I can't push my map that direction. Okay, but yeah, we can see the corpses.
Here goes nothing.
Just looking around. Oh, we've got another fist over there that I missed. So yeah, I could probably jump over here to get into there. I can't. This is actually an invalid location. I can't jump there. Ha! Invisible walls. There aren't many of them in this game, but apparently that is one. Ooh, do I steal the healing potion? I think I do. Because I'm far more capable and will do more for this war than the Flaming Fist, so it's fine, I'm sure.
No passage this way, I'm afraid. Turn back. It's for your own good.
I was hoping to also talk to you guys about the kid's mother who's gone missing, but I guess you don't want to talk about that?
Anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Alright, well, I think I will put a cut here. And next time we will do a bit more exploring around Rivington. See what there is to see here. Before I get involved in any of this stuff. So yeah. See y'all then. Bye.